What's up, guys? Jake SLEASMAN, Blue Collar Outdoors, and today we're testing the Federal Black Cloud TSS at a realistic hunting situation distance for us being 20 yards out of my goose setup. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. Alright guys, so if you haven't yet, I'll put a link down in the description below for my initial test of this. I shot it out of the Black Cloud Modified and Code Black Duck, both from Patternmaster at 40 yards. And this shell performed extremely well. It was real tight and real dense, so it got us thinking what would happen in a realistic hunting situation. For us, it's usually under 30 yards, 20 yards most likely. So what we're doing today is I got my Patternmaster Code Black Goose and my Franchi Affinity 3. That is what I roll with for goose hunting. And as you saw in the video prior, I would definitely shoot this for geese. I don't think I'd shoot it for ducks. It's a little overkill. You'll pop them, and I want to eat them. I don't want to pop them. So what we got is my goose setup. We're shooting at 20 yards. We're gonna see just how tight this is at 20, because at 40, like I said, it was hey, it was tight. So what we got, if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend going down in the description. Watch the other video first and then come back and see this. But this shell right here is 60% TSS 9-shot and 40% FLITESTOPPER steel. So you're getting a lot of TSS out of this bad boy right here with some FLITESTOPPER steel as well. As I stated in the other video, guys, when you're shooting tungsten, you got to check your local state game laws. In our state of New York, we cannot shoot 9-shot legally afield, so we cannot hunt with this. They do offer a 3- and 7-shot blend, which we can legally hunt with. 8-shot is the smallest shot we can hunt with in New York. I hope it changes soon, but unlikely in New York. So check your state laws before you buy TSS. I don't want you guys going out of field with something you can't hunt with. That's not what we're about. Alright guys, so here we go. 3 and 9 blend, 60% TSS, 40% FLITESTOPPER steel. Patternmaster Code Black Goose. And guys, this has the new flight control flex wad, so you can shoot it through your Patternmaster chokes. Just throwing that out there now. But this is the Franchi Affinity 3. And I have a good feeling this mallard on the right here is he's in for a rude awakening. Let's see what happens. 20 yards. Well, I was aiming for his head. I think I succeeded in his head.
You hit his head.
Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so like I said, at 40, this load was real tight with great pattern density. And at 20 yards, which is a realistic hunting situation for us, shooting them in the decoys out of my goose setup, as you can see here, it's really tight. So on target, you can see there's like, I don't know, 10 hits in his head. That's actually where I was aiming, was the head. You can see all the 9s in there with the 3s spread out. And for the most part, all the 9s stayed really tight, even when we break it out and get out into the full pattern. So in the full pattern here, you do have some leeway. You have 3s all the way around. That's where the wad hit. You have 3s all the way around. Being 20 yards, you're not allowing the shot to open up a lot. That's why we wanted to test this being this close. And guys, I'm telling you right now, with this tightness, you better be right on them, because there's not a lot of forgiveness at 20 yards. That's what I was worried about when we shot it at 40. And I mean, you can see in the pattern, this shell is phenomenal. If you guys want to look for a TSS blend, this is a great shell right here. I mean, that's outstanding. That's extremely tight. I definitely wouldn't use this for ducks. geese, I could see if you wanted to hunt geese with it, I could see that, but just in my eyes, that's a lot of tungsten to pick out of the breast. And as you can see in the decoys, which you could have shots that are under 20 yards as well. That's real tight. So this, like I said, we had to test this at a realistic distance just because how tight it was at 40. And if you haven't seen that video, once again, it's down in the description. Check that video out. At 40 yards, it's phenomenal. And as you can tell, I mean, you can see how tight it is at 20. And even though it's really tight, you do have really good pattern density. And there's a little bit of leeway. There's not a whole lot of real estate there to flinch or not shoulder the weapon properly coming out of the layout blind. So there's not a lot of leeway for errors. So once again, that was my goose setup. It's a franchi affinity 3 with my patternmaster code black goose. The load was the Federal Black Cloud TSS. Now these are 3-shot steel and 9-shot TSS. So you got a really dense pattern. And once again, it's 60% TSS, 40% FLITESTOPPER steel. So as you can see on the paper, there's a ton of 9s on there. Now personally, for me, I wouldn't shoot this just because how tight that is and how many tungsten pellets we'd have to take out of the breast. Because I mean, 90% of the pattern is on the target paper and it's not very open. I mean, that you're going to have a lot of pellets to dig through. But if you're looking for a blend of TSS and steel, this is a phenomenal load as long as you can shoot 9-shot in your state. So make sure you check your laws, make sure you can shoot it. If you can't, they do have a 3 and 7 blend. We'll get it on the channel shortly to pattern it. And we might do the same thing, 40 and 20, just to see. But there ain't nothing living there. As long as you put it on the money, done. Done.
Shoot a goose with that. It's just ruined if you don't hit it in the head.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Look how many hits are right there in that little circle.
Yeah, that's the size of a goose body right there. That target.
Yeah. But if you haven't yet, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. Especially for how tight this pattern is, it deserves a thumbs up. For me, it's not in my eyes something I would take a field just because of how tight it is. It's a great load though. If you guys want to shoot it, do not overlook it. The Federal TSS Black Cloud is lights out. But if this is your first video with us, welcome to Blue Collar Outdoors. This is what we do. We test everything outdoors. We give you a no BS, honest review, no bias, just we speak our mind. Now, our opinion may differ from yours, and you'll have that. Everyone's going to have a different preference in what they take a field. As long as it can provide an ethical kill, that's all that matters. So, if to you, this looks good, check her out. It's a great load. I strongly urge you guys to subscribe to the channel. Go down there, hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any fresh content dropping on the channel. We upload Monday and Wednesday. We're slowly getting back into the 3 upload schedule that we roll with in the off season. As of right now, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're looking to change that 3rd day, but we will make a video on it to let you guys know. We like keeping you in the loop. But we got more patterns to throw. As you can see, there's another pattern right here that's about to get lit up at 20 as well. So you're gonna wanna see that also. Moose is doing that one. He's all fired up back here, ready to let her fly.
I'm shooting at 10 yards.
Poor mallard. Got him! Be a bullet hole. But this is Jake SLEASMAN, Blue Collar Outdoors, and as always, guys, we will catch you on the next one. Have a good one.